Children, today we are going to study topic fractions. What is fraction, how to calculate, how to form a fraction, how to simplify a fraction, and then how to add or subtract two fractions, right children? So this all things will be covered in today's class. Let's understand fractions. Suppose you have any figure and you have divided that figure into 6 parts like this here. This figure is divided into 6 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And what we have done, we have shaded 4 parts. 4 parts are shaded. So if I say that form a fraction to find the unshaded portion. So if you have to show the unshaded portion in form of fraction, so you can say that in how many parts we have divided this whole figure? 6. So the total number of parts will be written in the denominator. This is what? Denominator. And this is what? Numerator. Right children? So the total number of parts 6 and the parts which are unshaded is 2. So the fraction of the unshaded portion will be 2 by 5. Right children? Now see in this diagram, there is a circle in which we have divided the circle into 4 equal parts and shaded one part. So if you have to find the fraction of shaded part, that will be 1 by 4. That means we have divided this whole circle into 4 parts. So total number of parts and upon number of parts in the numerator. So numerator upon total number of parts. Number of shaded parts upon total number of parts. If you have to calculate the part unshaded, so how many parts you see unshaded? 3 parts out of 4. That means 3 out of 4 is 3 upon 4. Right children? Now fraction we can represent in 3 forms. Proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. What is proper fraction? When the numerator is less than denominator, that is proper fraction. When the numerator is greater than denominator, that is improper fraction. An improper fraction can be converted into mixed fraction by dividing the numerator from denominator. We know if we divide 14 by 5, what will do? 5 2s are 14, 5 2s are 10 and 4 will be the remainder. So this 14 by 5 can be written as 2 wholes 4 by 5. Right children? That means question holds remainder upon divisor. Right children? So only improper fraction can be converted into mixed fraction. Right children? Now let's come to the exercise in which the question says you have to convert the fraction into lowest term form. Remember children, in any fraction you can divide or multiply by the same number in the numerator and denominator both together, right? We can divide and we can multiply by the same number. Okay, so if we have to convert in the lowest term, what we'll do? We'll do the division. So you can see that if we have to convert the 16 upon 20 to the lowest term, 16 and 20 have can be divided by 4. Both comes in table of 4, right children? So 16 divided by 4 and 20 divided by 4, what will get? 4 4 is 16 and 4 5 is 20. So the answer will be 4 by 5. Now if you have to convert 24 upon 30 into simplest form or lowest form, so you can also divide like this. Here I have shown division like this and here I have divided like this. We know that 24 and 30 both comes in the table of 6. So both are divisible by 6. So 6 4 is 24 and 6 5 is 30. Instead of writing divided by 6 here, I have divided it by 6 and written the result. So the answer is 4 by 5. Right children? Now here again if you have to convert 16 upon 32 into mixed fraction into simplest form. So 16 and 32 both are divisible by 16. So we can write at 16 divided by 16 and 32 divided by 16. So 16 upon 16 is 16 ones are 16. That will be 1 will come and 32 divided by 16 2 will come. So you can also do this sum like this. 4 4 is 16 and 4 8 is 32. 4 upon 8 comes and see you can see both are divisible by 4. You further divided. 4 ones are 4 and 4 2s are 8. Now they have 1 as their common factor. So unless and until they are not having common factor 1, you cannot say that they are in their lowest terms or they are in simplest form. Right children? Now see this sum. In this sum the question says convert to the simplest form and check your answer. Now, if you have to check your answer, first convert to the simplest form. 18 upon 45. Both are divisible by 9. 9 2s are 18 and 9 5s are 45. So, it will be 2 upon 5. Now, if you have to check your answer that this 2 by 5 is correct or not, what we'll do? We have divided by 9 here. Both the numerator and denominator is divisible by 9. So, what we'll do? In the answer, we multiply it by 9. And if we get the question back, then our calculation is correct. Right, children? Note down, please. Now, children, we will study about how to add two fractions. Suppose there are two fractions you are given with 2 by 5 and 3 by 10, and you have to add these two fractions, right? So what we'll do, how we'll add, let's try to understand. Now you can see the denominators of the fractions are 5 and 10. First fraction has denominator 5 and second fraction has denominator 10. So when we take the LCM of 5 and 10, what we'll get? This way we'll take LCM. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, and 2 is divisible by 2 only. So the LCM will be 5 into 2, that is 10. Right, children? Now what we'll do? We'll write the 10 as the denominator, and we will divide this fraction, this LCM, by the denominator here. So denominator of the first fraction. So when 10 is divided by 5, what will get? 2. 5 twos are 10, right? And 2 twos are 4. Here it is. So first fraction will get 4 here. Now see second fraction, when 10 is divided by 10, 1 will come, and 1 into 3, 3. So 4 plus 3, 7 upon 10 will be the answer. This sum can also be done in the manner as 2 by 5 and 3 by 10 we have to add. Now you can see that 5 can be converted into 10 if we multiply 2, right? So what we'll do, we'll multiply 2 to the numerator and denominator both. So when we do that, it will become 7 upon 10. So you can see that both the denominators are same now. So you can add the numerators. 7 upon 10 will be the answer. I prefer, children, you apply this method. This was LCM. If you know how to take LCM and how to add fractions, that will be better for you further classes. No. Now let's see another example. Here we have to add two fractions, 7 by 9 and 1 by 2. Now when we take the LCM of 9 and 2, so 2 1s are 2, then 9 will come. 9 is not divisible by 2, so you copy 9 as it is. Now 9 is divisible by 3, 3 3s are 9, and again 3 is divisible by 3, 3 1s are 3. Okay, 1 and 1 will come here, so LCM will be 2 into 3 into 3, that is 18. LCM is 18. Now what we'll do, we'll write the LCM here in the denominator, and this LCM is divided by this first fraction LCM. So when 18 is divided by 9, what will get? 9 2s are 18, 2 will come, and 2 7s are 14. When 18 is divided by the fraction of denominator of second fraction, what will get? 9. By 2 9s are 18. When 18 is divided by 2, you will get 9, and 9 1s are 9. So when we add 14 and 9, we'll get 23. So the addition of these two fractions will be 23 upon 18. Either you write 23 upon 18, or you want to simplify further, we convert this into mixed fraction. We have studied earlier. When we divide 23 by 18, so 18 ones are 18 and 5 will be the remainder. Right, children? So you can write this fraction as, improper fraction as 1 whole 5 by 18. That means 18 ones are 18 plus 5, 23 upon 18 is written. Okay, this is the more simplified answer. Right, children? Note down, please. Now, children, we will do the subtraction between two fractions. Okay. Now let's see how we'll do. As the addition we have done by taking LCM, we will do the subtraction also. Suppose there are two fractions which are written with 7 by 9 minus 1 by 3. So what will first we take in addition? LCM. So here also what we'll do first? Taking the LCM of the denominator. So if you take the LCM of the denominator, 9 and 3, what you will get? This way we'll take the LCM, right? 9 and 3, both are divisible by 3. 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. This is again divisible by 3. 3 1s are 3. 1 has come in the bottom. So what is the LCM? 3 into 3, that is 9. So the LCM is 9, right? Now what we'll do? We'll divide this LCM from the first denominator fraction. Okay. So when 9 is divided by 9, what we'll get? 1, and 1 into numerator, that is 1 into 7, 7. So when 9 is divided by 3, 3 3s are 9, and 3 will come, 3 into 1, 3. Remember children, we divide the numerator by the denominator, and whatever result comes, we multiply that result in the numerator. Okay, keep this in mind. So 7 minus 3 is 4, so the answer is 4 by 9. Let's see another sum. Here we have to subtract the two fractions, 13 upon 20 minus 3 by 8. Okay, so you can see the 20 and 8 are there in the denominator. Two numbers which are 20 and 8 in the denominators of the two fractions. If you take the LCM of 20 and 8, what will get? 2 tens are, 2 fours are, right? Again divisible by 2, 2 fives are, 2 twos are, again divisible by 2, 5 is not divisible but 2 is divisible, 2 ones are 2, again 5 ones are 5, so 1 has come. Finally, what is the LCM? 2 into 2 into 2 into 5, 2 to the 4 to the 8, 5s are 40. So the LCM is 40. So write the LCM here. Again divide the LCM from the denominator of the first fraction. So when 40 is divided by 20, 2 will come, 2 13s are 26. 40 divided by 8, 5 will come, 8 5s are 40, 5 will come, 5 3s are 15. And 26 minus 15 is 11. So 11 upon 40 is the answer of this sum, right? Now come to another question. Here the fractions are given in mixed fraction form. 6 whole 7 by 12 minus 4 wholes 17 upon 18. So what you will do first? What we will do first? Convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So 12 6 are 72 plus 7 79 upon 12. 18 4 again 72 plus 17 89 upon 18. So when we take the LCM of 12 and 18, what we'll get? See, here I've taken the LCM. 12 and 18 LCM is 36. Now you know how to take the LCM, we have discussed, right? 36 is the LCM. Write LCM here. Divide this LCM from this denominator of the first fraction. When 36 is divided by 12, what will come? 12 3s are 36, 3 will come, and 3 into 79, 217. When 36 is divided by 18, 2 will come, 18 2s are 36, 2 into 89 is 178. And we subtract these two terms, what we'll get? 39 upon 36. This is the improper fraction. The numerator is greater than the denominator, so we convert into mixed fraction. So the answer will be 1 whole 3 by 36. Right children? I hope you have understood this topic clearly. How to add, how to simplify, how to the lowest form, how to subtract. Okay, solve the sums from the first two exercises, and if you have any problem, let me know. Okay children?